Hi guys and welcome here. So in today's video we are talking about everything which has been so different in this pregnancy compared to my first pregnancy with Nirvi. If you're new, I am a mom of one little girl. She is almost 6 years old now, and I make videos related to homeschooling, parenting, motherhood, and these days little bit more about pregnancy as well. So if you enjoy these kind of content, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon as well so that you don't miss out any content from my channel. Anyways, I have written down everything what I have to talk about in this diary, because with the pregnancy hormones, forgetfulness comes very naturally. Let's talk about first thing, which is nausea. Nausea is something which remained very same to my first pregnancy. So my first trimester was very hard with Nirvi as well, and in this pregnancy as well. Both the time I was in emergencies for many times, and I was actually on IV for many weeks, and I took nausea medication with Nirvi as well for in the entire pregnancy, and same in this one as well. Nowadays I feel I'm okay if I miss out one time or two times nausea medication, but still I think I don't feel the best. So that is something which remained same in both, and first trimester definitely suck for most of the women. But if you are experiencing this and you're watching this video in your first trimester, hang in there. It's hard, I know, and some days you even feel like you're not gonna survive. I felt it too, and I was there in the bed for many weeks. So please hang in there, everything will be so worth it. The next one is hair and skin. So with Nirvi, I remember my hair was so rough. They were not at all good in texture, and my skin was also not so great. It was super dry. I used to apply a lot of cacao butter and coconut oil, I remember. But in this pregnancy, my hair, absolutely loving it. That's why I didn't chop my hair this time. Otherwise, with my first one, I remember I had chopped it in the second trimester very short because they were so rough. My skin have been so good. I was struggling with melia for a long time, and I had a lot of the marks because of those melias, but I think with the aloe vera gel everything has worked out so good, and my skin feels so amazing. And also I am loving my long hair around this time. Number third, mental health. It's a big deal. I remember with Nirvi in the first trimester especially, I used to cry for no reason. I used to make up a story in my mind, get frustrated, and then I used to feel angry and cry out. I had never shared about this publicly, maybe like once or twice with my friend or my sister, I guess. But pregnancy hormones can really bring a lot of toll in your mental health. We had just moved to US from India. I was alone. There was no street food available. Whatever I wanted to eat in pregnancy, homesickness, and we didn't have the good home setup. So that could be the reason, but I also blame pregnancy hormones. And in this pregnancy, my mental health have been such a bless. I was in first trimester as well in this pregnancy. I was frustrated definitely because I wasn't able to eat anything. I was puking like 15-20 times, but still I was positive that it is all gonna be worth. And I also have Nirvi around this time, so and Nimish is also working from home, so this all makes a happy place to be in the pregnancy. So yeah, this pregnancy have been such a blessing when it comes to mental health, I would say. Okay, so now let's talk about my physical health. My first pregnancy with Nirvi, I used to do a lot of prenatal yoga. I used to follow Lara Datta's prenatal yoga available on YouTube, and that was amazing. That worked so well till 7th month, I would say. And from in the 8th and 9th month, I couldn't do any exercise with Nirvi. I used to just walk around the blocks and all, but not too much as well. I was not a big fan of walking and running also at that time, and we had just moved to new place as well. So I was pregnant with Nirvi in first and second trimester somewhere else. Then we had moved to North Carolina in my third trimester, so it was all different. But in this pregnancy, things have been so different. I am not following any prenatal yoga, not doing a lot of exercise, but I'm keeping myself as much active as possible throughout the day. One reason is Nirvi is there to keep me on my toes for most part, but I'm also actively finding out some work which I can accomplish in a day, so that I'm active, cooking, cleaning, little bit of everything. And also I'm intentionally going out for walks in this pregnancy. It can be just dropping and picking up Nirvi, whatever is feeling right on particular day. 3 to 4 kilometers of walk is very much normal now. In my second trimester I used to walk for 5 kilometers without any problem. We have done a lot of hikes in this pregnancy as well. It all absolutely were fine, and I have been active, and God have been really gracious in this pregnancy in terms of energy and mental health and physical health to me. Now let's talk about the energy level. So definitely, as I was mentioning, my energy level was not so high with Nirvi, but in this pregnancy I have been active. I have been proactively taking actions to be active as well. So my energy level in this pregnancy has been so high. But one reason is Nirvi, and second reason is my mental health, because when you are like mentally feeling good and eating good, I remember not eating so well with Nirvi. I had no diabetes problem then as well, but in this pregnancy I've been eating good, not because I'm trying to eat only good, it's just also because I'm feeling to eat good in this pregnancy. If you're eating right food and if you're feeling mentally healthy and in a good place, then always the energy is positive, going to be positive. So that has been also the reason, I guess. Next is forgetfulness. So with Nirvi, I remember I used to forget a lot. In this pregnancy I have recently started forgetting things. There have been few things I have lost, and thankfully they were not really expensive. When I was pregnant with Nirvi, I had almost put our room in fire. So these days I double check things, for example the gas, the smoke detector, and these kind of things, my wallet and my mobile especially as well again. But I think forgetfulness is kind of same it was with Nirvi. Okay, so now let's talk about cravings. With Nirvi I used to crave a lot of sweet. I remember I used to eat 3 to 4 rasgullas every day, and because the store-bought rasgullas have a lot of preservatives and we don't know when they are made, so that's why I used to make rasgullas at home. And also this is also the reason why Nirvi loves gulab jamun and rasgulla, because I used to eat them a lot. But in this pregnancy I have been more towards savory. It doesn't mean that I don't like eating sweet so much, but I don't have really big cravings. I just eat in a very good amount what I should be eating. I didn't have a diabetes problem with Nirvi as well. I'm grateful that I'm making good choices in this pregnancy. It's very naturally coming. And in this pregnancy I remember I had a huge craving for watermelon in the first trimester, maybe because my body needed it, because I was low in BP. I used to eat a lot of mishri when I was pregnant with Nirvi, mishri and also fennel seeds, which is soft. And in this pregnancy again I'm craving a lot of soft, and also I'm eating a lot of cardamom, like 15, 16, 20 cardamoms each day. I love the taste of it. Now let's talk about the bump. Actually with Nirvi I was carrying really high, and also that was the reason I had really bad heartburn, because the bump was just pushed up and all of that. In this pregnancy I think I'm carrying low. It could be the reason because my structure has changed after the first pregnancy. Pregnancies are so different, your structure changes every year, and it changes a lot after one pregnancy. So that could be the reason that I'm carrying low this time. But I'm grateful that I don't feel a lot of reflux. With Nirvi, I remember it was so hard to sleep in the night, and this could happen actually in this pregnancy as well as it progresses. But as of now, there have been hard-bound days where I have not felt good at all, but it is bearable. Next thing which we have done very differently in this pregnancy is not knowing about the gender. I was so clear about it from the starting that I don't want to know the gender because it ruins the surprise. If you have family and friends to celebrate the gender reveal party, if you are interested in knowing that way, and if you want to figure out what kind of nursery you want to set up and all of those, then it's fine. But with us, we don't have families here with whom we can do the gender reveal. So we live in a very small apartment. We are not gonna have a nursery set up, so it's all good. Gender neutral things are really available in all the places, so we can go and do that. We are still doing that only. I mean, our main goal also when I was pregnant with Nirvi is to select the name. If we know the gender, it becomes very easier to come up with the names. In this pregnancy, it has been so hard to pick up the names. We have settled to one name for both boy and girl, but I don't think they are the names. I mean, so let's see, we still have to figure out that. The next thing that we have done differently in this pregnancy is not going through OBGYN. In my first pregnancy, I remember I was seen by many different OBGYN in my first trimester. Then in the second trimester, again my doctor had changed, and in third trimester we have moved to another state, so my doctor was changed again. Nirvi came on the day when my OBGYN at that time who was seeing me was on holiday, so somebody else delivered. So it doesn't matter to whom do you go to, because things may end up very differently. But this time around we are going through midwifery. I have a midwife, so in the midwifery you have just few midwives, so you know all of them, and they all know you, and one of the midwife who is only among them is going to deliver the baby, so you know them well so much, and they are not pushy, and they go with the traditional method as well of delivering the baby. Because with Nirvi, I was on the bed for entire time watching shows, waiting for epidural, which I had not got, and they were really pushy about the labor and delivery process. At that time, it felt all right, but now when I think about it, I think they could have waited for so many things, and I think they could have done better job. Nurses were really great, but still I feel like they were pushy. And in the labor as well, I was filling out many papers. They could have easily given it to my husband, but they were like, you have to fill it. So that was difficult. And in this pregnancy, my midwives are really great. They have a lot of experience, and they deliver the way you want to. You can be on the floor, you can be on the shower, you can be in the bathtub, you can be in the birthing ball, wherever you want, and they support so much, and they are not pushy. So that's the big reason. The thing that we have done very differently in this pregnancy is I have been really proactive before even conceiving. So I had started taking prenatal 8 months before even trying to conceive, so that my body have everything to support a child in the starting, because I knew what to expect in this pregnancy as well, based on the experience of my first pregnancy, because my nausea was so similar in that pregnancy and in this pregnancy. And I'm glad that I had supported my body with lot of good healthy vitamins and everything through the prenatal vitamins. And the other thing that we also kept in mind is being active. I would not lie, I was so lazy in the winters, but I conceived in March, but from the January starting or mid, I would say, I had started going on walk for 5 to 7 kilometers every day, almost every day. So that had kept me in a very good physical health, and also I was taking prenatal, so those kind of small things as well supports a lot. And I had only started eating healthy 95% of the time. I was avoiding sugar and as well, but not too much. I was not like completely cut down the sugar, but I was avoiding as much as I could. So in and all, it was a conscious effort in this pregnancy to conceive, but with the Nirvi, it was all surprise. Guys, if you are watching this video, probably you're pregnant. If you are, be sure to write me in the comment section what are the symptoms that you have been feeling in this pregnancy, or if you are pregnant for the next second, third, whatever time, then also write me in the comment section how this pregnancy is different from your first one. I would love to know. If you have any questions, if you have anything to share, feel free to ask me over here. And if you have something personal which you hesitate to ask publicly, then you can DM me on Instagram. I would love to answer you back. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll see you guys in my next one. But if you're new, please consider subscribing, hit the like button, and stay tuned. Bye.